All right, y'all, we about to make vegan ice cream. First thing we got to do is boil these cashews. It is first thing in the morning. I just woke up, but this process takes hours. We got to grind up the cashews and the sugar. Well, we're going to use agave nectar and the milk and the vanilla and salt. Okay. Then we got to chill that. Then we got to beat that. Then we got to freeze it. Take it out, wrap it, and freeze it again. Then it'll be done. So let's boil these cashews. This recipe is actually supposed to be used with an ice cream maker. I have never had an ice cream maker. Don't know what one looks like. Wouldn't know way to buy one. You can also make ice cream from home using a blender or a hand mixer. You're going to spend 20 to 30 minutes churning it because that's the process that gives the ice cream its texture and its fluffiness. And so the processes for this recipe are very important, and so are the temperatures of our tools. So instead of ice cream maker, I have a stainless steel bowl and my little mixing doodads, and that's in the freezer. It has been in the freezer since last night, so it's super cold. We want everything to be super cold. So we're going to boil 1 1/4 cup of raw cashews. Then I'm going to get my approximately 3 3/4 cups, because they're using cans, and the cans are 15 ounces, so I had to do a little bit of math. So it's roughly 3 3/4 cup of full fat coconut milk. Granulated sugar, y'all know I don't cook with sugar unless I'm making cookies. So I'm going to use agave nectar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. So we're going to get all that together, blend it up, then we're going to stick it in the freezer, do a couple more things, and then boom, 6 hours we should have ice cream. Fingers crossed. We got everything nice and cold waiting. This is the only brand of cashews that I like. I get it on Amazon. This is $15, bro, for 24 ounces. This is the brand of coconut milk that I'm using. I get it from Aldi via Instacart. And if you see, this has guar gum in it, which is a thickener that comes from, right here, guar gum. It's a thickener that comes from plants. We actually have some. This is what I put in the coconut milk when I made yogurt. It ended up just really tasting like thick coconut milk. And I wanted a very thick yogurt. I wanted like Greek yogurt. So I may have to use more bacterial tablets. I don't know. I'm still working on the yogurt. This is my favorite brand of agave. I get this on Amazon. 2 for 20 bucks. It's not cheap. I only use sea salt or Himalayan pink salt. Celtic salt was really good for you. It has trace minerals and phosphorus and magnesium and calcium in the salt. Can you believe that? We have our regular old vanilla. I believe I got this from Aldi as well. Today we are using my son's Ninja that he taught us how to use. I'm so excited about that. And we're just going to give her a quick wipesy doozy. You know? Like to have things nice and clean. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? She's 41 and her daddy still calls her baby. All the folks around Brownville think she's crazy, 'cause she walks around with a suitcase in her hand, looking for a mysterious dark-haired man. In her younger days, they called her Delta Dawn, prettiest woman you ever laid eyes on. All right, that's done. Now we're just waiting for the cashews. Okay, so I'm going to boil my cashews next for about 10 minutes until they're really soft. I'm going to put the cashews and our coconut flavored mix into the blender. Blend it for 2 to 3 minutes until it's smooth. I shouldn't have to strain it, but if there's chunks, strain the chunks out of it, but I'm probably not going to do that. Then we're going to put all of that in the freezer for a half hour in our frozen stainless steel bowl. Then we're going to take our blender and we're going to blend that sucker for almost a half hour. Then we've got to freeze it twice and we should have ice cream. There's our nuts. It should only take about 10 minutes. I did this to make frosting from walnuts and coconut oil and coconut milk and agave nectar. Blended that, put it in the fridge, and that was my icing for a carrot cake. We're going to make a carrot cake in a few days. I was in there vacuuming and cleaning. I love to clean. It makes me feel better up here. I can smell them, so they're ready. I'm going to strain these, and then let's get our stuff into our blender. I was praying that whole time. I don't do nothing without God. The cool thing about this Ninja, we figured this out last time, is this will just go on automatic. Nice and smooth. Let's take this out. We don't have to strain it because it's very, very smooth. So this is our frozen stainless steel. We're gonna pour this in here and do our first freeze. Yeah, that chocolate Ninja is goated. I'm telling you what, not one cashew chunk. That is super freaking impressive. You know what? As I'm cleaning, I can see the little chunks. So they will have little chunks in it. Okay, so if you want a very smooth ice cream, you should strain it through like a cheese cloth or just like a strainer, a mesh strainer. Like that, but a clean one. Judah did that. That's oil. I don't know why he just don't throw that away. But it's not mine to throw away. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention that. It's definitely going to have tiny little cashew bits in it, but who cares? We make ice cream. I'm happy. Because I promise you, I'm not going through no whole bunch of drama for no food. I like easy, affordable, healthy, delicious food. I'm not going through no whole bunch of steps. I'm a lazy vegan. All right, it's been like 2 hours. It's time to get this stuff out of the freezer and churn it. I kept coming back in here and checking on it. The directions said to let it get cold for 30 minutes, but that was not enough. This is perfect. I'm excited. Yes. I have to do this for 20 minutes. Just want to show you what I'm working with right now. All right, so I'm going to start my churning. Okay, now we've got to wrap this up with plastic and freeze it again. It says to put it in a loaf pan. Don't have that, so I'm going to use this. And it said that it should be ready, like firm and set, in 4 to 6 hours. What time is it? It's like 6. So we'll come back at 10 and see what we've got. This is to prevent ice crystals from forming on top. Okay. See you at 10 p.m. All right, it's been 4.5 hours later. We have a half hour left, but I'm so tired of these kids asking me about this ice cream. I'm about to check it. It's not frozen all the way. Hold on, let me start. All right, it still needs to freeze, but it's delicious. I gave 5 pounds. This is soft serve at this point, but it'll get hard. It'll get thicker. It's gonna be delicious when it actually freezes. But I'm not staying up any later to wait for it. So we will check this in the morning. And we're gonna make ice cream cookies. I made snickerdoodles and they keep eating them, so I'm gonna have to put these in my room. We're going to put it back in the freezer and check it in the morning. Okay, so it's the next morning. We're going to check the ice cream. It wasn't solid last night. It's solid now. I took it out so it can soften up a little bit. It did form ice crystals because somebody went in it last night trying to be sneaky.
I thought about it this morning. That's how you know I ain't lying.
So it's a little icy, but it tastes really good. So we made ice cream, y'all. We're going to make ice cream sandwiches with them snickerdoodles later.
How much you make?
It's a lot. See, these are the ice crystals, but...
Talk about something later. Wait later for your ice cream sandwich.
Is it a win?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a win then. Yay, we made ice cream. Thank you for joining me here in Fury World. If you're interested in checking out my music, it's available on all music streaming platforms worldwide under my artist name, The Fury of Abyss. We love you, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.